Всем привет! С вами снова я, Falcon. И сегодня у нас турнир, пусть и запоздало, но турнир. Пятый бой у нас. И он между Дмитрием Биволом и Маркусом Брауном. Что ж, напоминаю вам, что в субботу у нас прошли по Mortal Kombat 11, а мы потихоньку начинаем. Напоминаю вам, что вы можете поставить лайк или дизлайк этому ролику, писать в комментариях и подписаться на канал. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео. Вступайте в группу ВКонтакте и Телеграм. Ну и по желанию можете поддержать мой канал донатом. А у нас пятый поединок, чтобы сострелялись. В конце будут спойлеры. Кто с кем встретится. И мы начинаем нашу трансляцию. И первым на ринг выходит Дмитрий Бивол. 17 боев, 17 побед, 11 из них нокаутом и ни одного положения.
He's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him.
Готов к бою Дмитрий. А вот подавляется и его оппонент. Маркус Браун. 24 боя, 24 победы. 16 из них нокаутом и одно положение. Каждый из боксеров хочет увидеть четвертьфинал, и я думаю, что мы увидим интересный конкурентный бой. Нам представляют боксеров. Так, боксеры готовы к схватке, и сейчас мы начнем. Только рефери напомнит правила. И мы начинаем. Первый раунд. Погнали! Пошел в атаку Маркус. Встречает его Дмитрий. Осторожничает пока что Бивол. Неплохо упаковывался Дмитрий.
That strategy is going to be key here. This isn't going to be some wild type Raw. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
Parries that punch intended for the head.
Неплохо.
He just missed that shot
пока
up
что
top.
попадает Дмитрий. Смен. Пока что предпочтительно смотрится американец. Помахивается Бивол, раунд точно. Вот паузы большие.
Very nice defensive guard there. Not
Попадает
getting his
по
mark
корпусу
there,
Бивол.
going upstairs.
Pistol's
defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Halfway through round number one.
Помахнулся Бивол.
Blocks the headshot.
Помахивается Браун.
Pistol's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Неплохо. Пух по корпусу от Бивола. Постепенно пытается найти свой поединок. Пытается навязать оппоненту свою игру.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Мимо будет Браун.
Zones in on that overhand right. Pistol's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Попадает по корпусу Бивол. И потрясённый Браун. Идет на добивание Дмитрия. Апперкот от Брауна. Еще один заходит в цель.
Pistols left, landing well. Off the mark there.
Но раунд проходил с переменным успехом. Множество концовки уже потому что удалось выручить оппонента. Раунд за Биволом. 10-9 в его пользу.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Keep your hands up. Don't worry now. I just need you to focus. Keep your hands up and keep working that jab, okay? Double up the jab and keep moving.
И у нас раунд номер 2. Пошел в атаку Бивол. Намерен он восстановить успех. Неплохо. Помахивается Браун. Попустился по корпусу, удал в Дмитрия. Браун тут тоже опасный боксер. Мимо.
Pistols missing the mark by a mile. That just was
Попустился
nowhere
с
to be
Биволом.
found. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook.
Неплохо.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good flush shot
Жестокий удар
upstairs.
получился с Дмитрием.
We're seeing a lot of work to the body
Пока
here
что борется с
early on
переменным
by him.
успехом.
Teddy, is that a
Еще
certain
никто не
mentality
закрепил
these
своего
guys that commit
преимущества
to
в
being a
рингу.
body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching,
Кадлинич.
you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later. And something you gotta start early and stay with.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute
Браун
round.
тоже мимо. Оба выжидают.
Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because
Апперкот
obviously
Бивола.
your opponent is going to adjust to
Браун
what you're
тоже
doing. You
отвечает.
want to keep them off balance.
Пока
Stay
что равный
effective.
поединок у нас идет. Дамы и господа.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand.
Попадает снова
Needs to
Браун.
improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting attacked himself. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Мимо. Бивол тоже мимо. Ну и второй раунд за Брауном. 19-19.
And that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back, because there's spots where you can out-hustle. While he's being so conservative, you can just outwork him a little.
That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? Doing good. Keep it up. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? One more punch. Jab, jab.
І у нас раунд номер
And
3.
round number 3 is underway.
Пішов в атаку Бивол. Браун пока что в защите. Мимо Маркуса. Хук от Бивола.
Scored well with that straight left.
Мимо.
Scores
Попадает и
big with the
Браун.
hook to the head.
Открытый бокс у нас пошел, дамы и господа. Мимо.
Head and body. Head and body. Do that again.
Неплохо. Апперкот у Бивола проходит точно в шею.
See him holding on.
Попадает бежалом Браун.
Come on, baby.
And now he
Неплохо.
brings the left hand upstairs. He's doing a really good job here of being patient, and patient with a good reason, Teddy. You can tell he's got a counterpuncher mentality. What's the key to being a counterpuncher?
Well, being patient, first of all, and understanding what you have to get your opponent to do to help you, because
Mima?
this doesn't work just on you. It's not like the front end where you create it. It's a little help
What's
from your
Mima?
opponent. He's got to come in. You got to draw him in to throw a punch so you can make a miss, and then you have the alleyway to land something.
Сейчас Браун.
Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to focus for me.
Мимо.
Solid
Разумел.
left hand.
Попов швыряет Биволу.
Here's a moment here as you see the
От
step back
Дмитрия.
counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not
От
just some
Falcon.
raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Оба мимо.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it.
Попадает Маркус Браун. В
10
голову
seconds to
приходит
go
сюда
in this third
Бивола.
round.
Неплохо.
Keep it up.
Ну и третий раунд за Дмитрия.
And this round comes to an end.
29-28 для пользы.
This is a wipeout. You're winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got this. Just keep doing what you're doing. Deep breath. You're in control of this. Just keep it up. You gotta let your hands go, champ. You hear me? You have to. You have to be busy out there.
Always good to get
А
off
у
to a good
Нефтянка счет
start. And that's
30-27
exactly
поза
what he's
Дмитрия.
done
И у
tonight
нас
on Teddy's
раунд номер
scorecard,
4.
sweeping the first 3 rounds.
Попадает Браун.
Keep moving, keep moving. Come on now.
Оба мимо. Покол шибет Дмитрий.
Nice. You're not focusing. Stay away from You're not focusing. Nice work, nice work. Come on, punch, punch, punch. That's it.
Мимо. Вмахивается Браун. Попустил сейчас Дмитрий. мимо и встречает Бивол. Отлично. Ошемен. Попов попадает Браун. Ошемен апперкотами. Попов шлет Бивол.
Pistol's punch is far off the target. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Flush shot, it was the overhand left.
Успел приключить сейчас Дмитрий. А удар был опасный.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow
В
starter.
этом раунде много пропускает пока что Бивол. Именно таких чистяков. Помахивает сейчас Дмитрий. Попадает Браун. Мимо Бивол. Мимо. Попадается с Дмитрий.
Seconds to go in the fourth.
Мимо. Но раунд явно за Брауном. 38, 38.
You just can't move around. You gotta move with your hands in there. Let them things go. Looking good. Looking good. He's tired. Look at him. He's so fucking tired. He's got nothing left. Now listen to me. I need you to double up your punches and keep the lead, all right?
И у нас раунд номер 5. Попадается с Бивол.
Pistols just not
Мимо
throwing
Брауна,
many jabs
попадает
here tonight,
Дмитрий.
Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the
Mimo
fundamentals.
Marcus.
And it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
Попов пытался победить Браун, не вышел. Неплохо.
Turn that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Double up on your punches. Nice work. Nice
Ошемен.
work. Focus. Focus. Nice.
Попадает Попов, что Бивол.
On the mark with a straight left hand. Halfway through this round here.
Come on, man. Focus now. I need you to focus for me.
Мимо. Снова пускает Бивол. Опасный удар своего визави.
That may cost him dearly because these are perfect and prime to be countered with.
Yeah, they are. They're a little too fat. And when they're a little bit too fat, guess what? The butcher's going to come over and he's going to cut that fat off. Oh, well, his
Успел
opponent's
определиться
going to
Бивол
throw
своего
it between.
визави. И снова пускает Дмитрий. Снова пускает Бивол. Мимо. Спортсмен. Попадается сам Бивол.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Мимо.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
Дмитрий попадает.
Nice strike after catching one by pistol.
Что, чисто за счет концовки, раунд за Бивола.
Into another
48-47 в его пользу.
what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
You gotta land a big punch now, champ. No doubt about it. You lose in this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot and knock this guy out. Listen, I need to see something.
И у нас раунд
The
номер
start
6.
of the 6th round.
Попадает Браун, Бивол отвечает.
Good return
Спортсмен.
fire that time.
Unload right now. More punches.
Попадает
Punches and
Дмитрий.
punches. Let's see it. Let the fist go. Let him go.
This is brilliant defense we're seeing here, every which way. Blocking punches, moving well, parrying punches away.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Now he has to connect the offense a little bit
Приходит
better.
сюда у Бивола. Мимо Браун. Спортсмен.
Deep breath.
Мимо
Not able to
Браун.
land the headshot.
Jab. Pop the jab.
Промахивается
Use
Маркус.
the jab. He's tired. He's tired.
Мимо Дмитрий.
He's still
Tried to land that
Попов попадает
upstairs and was off
Маркус
the mark.
Браун. Спортсмен.
keep doing what you're doing. Left and right.
Reaching
Мимо.
the halfway point of round number 6.
Попадает снова Бивол по корпусу.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Браун давит. Клинч.
He engages in the clinch. Pistol's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counter puncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's
Спортсмен.
laying back, he's waiting for
Поворот
the guy to
Браун.
walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his
Клинч.
opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Промахивается Браун.
Hook. Hook. He wide open for the hook.
Мимо Дмитрий.
Well, you can
I
see
thought
what he
that
wanted to do
американского
there,
боксера.
but unable to land that body shot.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
Снова
is
попадает
wide.
Браун.
Uppercut, baby. Come on.
Спортсмен.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
Пропускает Бивол. И этот раунд за американским боксером. 57-57 после первой
I
половины
think
боя.
even the casual observer, the guy who doesn't watch a lot of boxing, can look at this right now and tell you he's winning this fight with ease.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the casual observer. I'm worried about the so-called professional judge. Time and time again, he's shown me that he does not know what he's watching sometimes. But you're right. In this case, it would be hard, almost impossible, to argue for the other fighter.
Throw the lead right hand, all right? You are winning this fight.
И у нас раунд номер 7.
Well,
Вторая
the
половина
ability to
боя
adapt so
начинается.
important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder?
That's what you worked on at the gym. Good job, boy. Good job.
Мимо. Вам сейчас пытается брать именно количеством, нежели качеством. Мимо. Бивол.
Well,
Керлин.
supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Восьмен.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him
Да.
the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Мимо.
Oh, you're doing great. Keep moving, keep moving. Come on now.
A
Uppercut.
huge uppercut
Бивол
by
ответил
Pistol.
хуком.
Keep your hands up, keep your hands up.
Снова
Comes
попадает
right
в
back
раунд.
at him with a left hand.
Not focusing. You're not focusing.
Pistol's just
Попадает
punching air
Дмитрию.
that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Halfway through this
Come on,
round.
punch, punch, punch. That's it.
Поковший от Бивола. Не соживнул Дмитрий.
Head and body, head and body.
Даже пока что бывал все-таки навязывает свой
Unload
стиль
right now. More
своему
punches, baby. Punches
оппоненту.
and punches. Let's see it. Let the fist go. Let him go. Pace yourself.
Восьмен.
Pace yourself. You're doing good.
И вот пауза боксера.
You got this one.
Поков ждет Бивол.
Pistol's throwing lots of punches and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being
Мимо. Попадает
handcuffed
на
a little
встречу
bit.
Бивол. Снова попадает Дмитрий. Сейчас чуть-чуть не хватило Дмитрию, чтобы попасть.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
Апперкот. И выливает от раунда Бивол 67-66 в него поле.
Nice work. Keep it up. This guy never felt a beating like this. Just keep the pressure up. Got more of these? Losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? You gotta pick it up.
Pistol's finding
А
himself
уничтожил счет
down big on Teddy's
69-64 в пользу
scorecard here at
Бивола.
the start
И у нас
of round
раунд
number
номер
8.
8.
But he's standing opposite a guy who's just doing a little more. He's not dominating
Восьмен.
him.
No, it's time for a reset. You know, you do resets and everything. And if I'm in the corner, I'm telling him, okay, look, let's make believe this fight is over already. Because you're going to lose, you keep going this way. Make believe it's over, and it's tomorrow. What would you do tomorrow? You'd work harder.
Yeah, make some changes.
Do it.
Восьмен.
Gets rid of that body
Неплохо
shot.
действует Бивол. Оба мимо.
Use the jab. Still not moving enough. Come on now, move.
Мимо.
Move. That's it.
Wow, look at that,
Неплохо.
trading shots.
Спортсмен.
Pistol
Попался
right in the way of
Дмитрию.
that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. 90 seconds to
Попадается
go.
в Бивол.
Halfway
Бивол
through round 8.
отвечает.
Focus. Focus.
A little
Спортсмен.
head hunting with the right.
Nice.
Поповший попадает в Бивол.
Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to
Мимо
focus.
оба.
Nice work. Nice work.
Попадает сейчас Маркус Браун. Пытается отшвыриваться американец. Вмахивается Дмитрий.
Keep working the jab. Good. Hook. Hook. He wide open for the hook.
Мимо. И встречает Браун.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round.
Мимо.
That's okay. That's all right. Now pay him back. Come on, pay him
То
back.
есть раунд за Биволом
So
и счет
another round comes to an end. And
77-75 в
Teddy,
его
when you
пользу.
put pen to paper, you're putting down the very same way. He's up by a lot.
Take some chances.
Yeah, he is up by a lot. And the good news for him is he's up by a lot in his kind of fight. You know, it's going to pay the kind of pace he wants and in the dimensions that he wants.
All right. All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his misses.
И у нас раунд номер 9.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided
Спортсмен.
fight.
Come on now,
You
protect
get the
yourself.
sense this
Браун.
one may not go the distance. Targeting that
Мимо
straight
Бивол.
left hand.
Uppercut. Uppercut is wide open.
Спортсмен.
Uppercut, baby. Come on. That's what I want to see. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on now.
Постарается Бивол начать удары по себе.
Pistol's doing exactly what you
Неплохо.
should to be a
Спортсмен.
strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Jump on him.
The
Nice.
jab has been
Биволом
able to
Бивол.
carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right
Пропустил
time.
сейчас
His opponent, that
Дмитрий.
sweet spot. You know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his
Неплохо.
opponent just as he's
Пойдем,
starting to get
Бивол.
into his range before he can get off.
That's a big
Попадает
right
Дмитрий и
hand.
подвлечен Бивол. Пытается в клинче. Маркус. Помахивается Бивол. И удается Брауну остаться на своих двоих. Но раунд еще не закончен. И видно, что задышал Маркус.
.90 seconds into the 9th round.
Мимо.
Come on. Punch. 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 That's it.
Но, похоже, позволяет Бивол полететь оппонента в себя.
Unload right now. More punches, baby. Punches and punches. Let's see.
Мимо.
He took
Спортсмен.
a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Попадает по корпусу Бивол. Мимо Браун.
Back to the body.
Попадает снова Бивол. Апперкот сквозь от Брауна.
Gets rid of that effort.
Pace
Пока
yourself.
что атакует
He's showing very good
американский
movement.
боксер.
He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
Точный удар от Бивола. Ну, раунд за Дмитрием. 87-84 в Ливерпуле. Ливерпулем осталось посмотреть впереди лишь чемпионский раунд.
Stay away from the power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right? Keep moving. Now don't let him get that power shot off, all right? Now listen, you need to keep moving out there. As soon as
И у нас раунд номер 10.
Start of a new round. Pistols making it look like the start of a fresh
Пошел в
fighter.
атаку
Remember, he
Дмитрий.
was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically.
Смен.
But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide
Да.
open.
Well, it's like
Маркусом
leaving
Брауном.
your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Отвод от
Pistol's
Бивола.
punch didn't come close.
Мимо.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Выводится Дмитрий. Браун отвечает. Берут паузу боксера.
Accurate
Смен.
uppercut after taking a shot of his own.
Попадает что Бивол.
Beat him to the punch. There you go.
Попадает Бивол.
Solid right
Хорошо
hand
Браун.
lands.
Lay it on.
Клинчует
Pistols wrapping
американец.
up
Не
right
спеша
now
шел
against his
Бивол на
opponent. You
добивание.
know he needs a breather.
Yeah, and
Кириллич.
he's smart enough to know it himself.
Focus. He's tired.
And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Смен. Мимо.
Need you to focus for him. Keep doing what you're doing.
Атакует.
Pistols in a cycle right now that's not paying off for him. He has been busy. Yes, he's committed
Мимо.
to trying to be on the attack, but not enough of these punches are landing.
Now, I would not call this guy in, from what I've seen, to paint my house. Because, I mean, this guy looks like he paints graffiti boards. I mean, he's just throwing stuff in there, like you said. And it's just, it's not making the picture you want to see. It's not accurate. It's not effective.
Неплохо сейчас попал Дмитрий. Апперкот, прощен Браун. И не удается добить Дмитрия своего визави. Везет Брауну. Чуть-чуть не дотягивался Бивол. Но был на грани нокдауна Маркус Браун. И раунд завершен. Он за Дмитрием 97-91 в поле.
You're throwing your punches, but your hands are down. You good? Okay, now focus. Now focus. Now, come on. Just keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, all right? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight.
He He's in prime
А
position
у
to win this
Левча
fight now,
счет
Teddy. I really don't see any other way it can
99-89 в пользу
go.
Бивола.
Here we are in
И
the
у нас
11th
раунд
round,
номер
and
11.
for a good string
Попадает
of
Бивол
rounds
в
now,
чате.
it's been all one-sided.
Yeah, it's been one-sided. Something you just touched on. You don't see any other way it could go. And I think that he's convinced his opponent of seeing it that way. That he can't see any other way for it to go.
Браун.
Pistol's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing.
No,
Yeah,
Pistol
but what he was
Dmitry.
doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an
Мимо
adjustment.
Браун.
Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
Мимо. А Браун-то пытается давить. Мимо. Попадает по корпусу Бивол.
Pistol's not having things go his way tonight, but there's one easy explanation for it. He's barely moving. He's just stationary there.
And his opponent's taking great advantage of that. He's
Мимо.
coming in, he's finding them, he's giving them
Неплохо.
angles.
Саша
You know, I
бьет
think
Дмитрия.
part of it is frustration. He's not moving because he's being kept off balance, and right now he's just not thinking right.
Halfway through this 11th round.
Oh, you're doing great.
Мимо Браун. Башмен.
A
Еще
little
один
give and
Башмен.
take, and here comes the left hand.
Go, go.
Мимо. Второй тоже мимо.
Hands up. Head and body, head and body. Come on.
Опять оба помахиваются.
Come on, punch, punch.
Попадает
Move your head,
Бивол.
move your head.
По корпусу от Дмитрия.
You got this one.
Опять от
Get
Брауна.
away from those punches. Move your head.
Попадает
Pistol's in a
Бивол.
bad place
По подрыву
right now.
Бивол.
He was tagged. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great
Вызывает
upper
Маркус
body
Браун.
movement, so elusive up
Бивол,
top.
Yeah,
похоже,
this
что он
is an
серьезно
example like they
выступал.
used to say in old days.
Но
He stands
много
right in front
полохов
of you,
у
and you can't
Дмитрия,
hit him
и,
in the
видимо, сам он
backside with a
подустал.
handful of buckshot.
Keep working the body.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round.
На раунд уходит в копилку Биволу.
Nothing
107-102 в
changed
его
here.
пользу
His
перед
corner
последним
knows it,
раундом.
he knows it, and his opponent knows it. Round after round, it's much the same. He's in control.
Yeah, he has a great rhythm. I mean, everything's going right. He's like a great singer up there on the stage, hitting all the right notes, just sailing along.
You want to win this? Do you really want to win this? Then keep working. Keep working. Look, you standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more.
И у нас заключительный
They
раунд.
meet up one more time. The last round has arrived.
Попадает Бивол. Поддавливает пока что Дмитрий.
Relax. Come on now, relax. Deep breathe.
Апперкот от Брауна. Точно
Comes right
от
back
Бивола
at
в
him with a left
ответку.
hand.
Good work. That's it, just like that.
Мимо.
Jab. Keep working the body.
Попадает Браун. Башмен. Мимо.
halfway through this 12th and final round.
You're still not moving enough. Come on now, move, move.
Берут паузу боксера.
Nice work, nice
Оба не
work.
устали.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Попадает Бивол.
Just a minute to go in this bout.
И у нас заключительные минуты.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Попадает Бивол
Shook him
и
up with that
потрясен
right hand.
бывал.
Good work by Pistol.
Focus, come on now.
He
Пинчует
is stunned, but
американец.
somehow has the wherewithal to hang on.
Good, good.
Оба мимо.
Showing you some defense there with the block.
Мимо. Попадает Дмитрий. Браун отвечает. Последние 10 секунд у нас.
Last 10 seconds of the fight.
Back to the body.
Good exchange. He fires back.
117, 111 Бивол.
That was
Ждем
a
решения
dominating
судей.
performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring.
И единогласным решением судей побеждает Дмитрий Бивол. Что сейчас глянем, что там насчитали судьи.
Seemed like he was destined to win
Все судьи
throughout the fight.
119,
Teddy, your
105
scorecard
пользу
showed
Бивола.
that, and the
Бауну
judges
дает
agree.
только
Unanimous
четвертый
decision.
раунд.
Yeah, he was
И
destined to
начиная с
win
9
because he kept
раунда
using that
10-8
jab all
пока
night
нокдаунов
long
не было.
and
Что
outworking
ж,
his opponent.
пока я не включил на статистику, внимание, спойлер. Когда включу на статистику, слушать снова можно будет. В четвертьфиналах у нас встретятся Шауль Альвареш, Шарлеван Бавлер, Дежо Шмидт, Александр Гвоздь. И Дмитрий Бивол ждет себе оппонент. Что ж, можете включать шивок. Статистика. Бивол попал 212 ударов из 559 выбросов. Браун 193 из 584. У Бивола 96 из 271 в голову и 116 из 288 в корпус. У его оппонента 77 из 286 в голову и 116 из 298 в корпус. По раунду. Первый 20-15, второй 21-15, третий 21-16, четвертый 12-15, пятый 20-14, шестой 13-16, седьмой 15-13, восьмой 17-23, девятый 17-21, десятый 18-13, 11, 18-15 и финальный 20-17. Что ж, на этом все. С вами был Black Falcon. Если вам понравилось это видео, ставьте большой палец вверх, пишите комментарии и подписывайтесь на мой канал. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео. Вступайте в группу ВКонтакте и Телеграм. Ну и по желанию можете поддержать канал донатом. Напоминаю, что в эту субботу у нас стрим по Mortal Kombat 11. Всем пока!